ER's town, emergency response town. Sort of a notable figure or icon in the community, and I guess is that her natural? I guess right. She had pictures of herself younger, and you would say right. She thinks she's Italian. She has a widow's peak, Dutch, you know, Danish, German, and similar. So I'm trying to remember. And there's a guy who does Disneyland stuff in California. It's like obsessed with Disney or something like that. I don't know his name because I found him off of watching another YouTuber couple, Best Life and Beyond. And the guy who does Disney Obsessed or whatever, if you see like a front image of him or whatever, if he puts the camera right on his face, he does look Danish. To me, he's like in the Danish realm. Some people would put him as German, but the Danish often have like, you know, there's a cute nose look or whatever. So, and of course like pale blue eyes are similar. That's how I see the Danes. Taylor Dane, right. Remember that joke by Tig Notaro with Taylor Dane? Actually it might have to do with gang stalking. So it's it goes, they have a new supply here though. It goes, Tig Notaro's talking about running into Taylor Dane every time she goes out to eat lunch or whatever, or dinner, and she keeps saying, excuse me, you have the most beautiful voice, excuse me. I kind of forget the joke, but the joke is they keep running into each other over and over and over again and over and over, and it's like too much, you know? So there's more to it. It's been a long time since I've read that. And it's like, are these people like totally timed together, or this used to be the 12th Street Gym and now it's this spider of a thing, a tarantula or whatever. 210 South 12th, but they gave it's like Grimes with like baby name, you know, 210 S12. So Grimes and Elon Musk, or you know, Claire Boucher. And they have these baby names that are like from outer space, and that's what it reminds me of. 210 S12. 210 S12. Should we go? We found a straight couple that needs to rub in their straightness in the neighborhood. Hey, so we won't get into it, but Dickos, we have people who jab at each other back and forth. We also have Planned Parenthood down here. I forget which days. Is it Tuesdays or Wednesdays, or it is Tuesdays. So they usually come out on Tuesdays. I don't know if it's everyone or just like the first Tuesday of every month or whatever. And they will, you know, protest as anti-abortion protesters. So I do wonder, like, is there a good way to do it, like to express your opinion without, you know, making people feel guilty or bad, because they already feel bad, you know, if anyone winds up in that position, somebody's not taking care of them as it is. It's like, how do you pay? There are people who are like, you know, how am I supposed to pay? And besides, the guy coerced me into sex to begin with. So, and that's borderline rape, for women to be coerced heavily, you know, heavily drinking, so, and so forth and so on. It's kind of funny, like, well, I mean, it's really funny, but so straight people will come out here and kind of annoy people. This is kind of the neighborhood. It's like technically designated a little bit. I mean, anyone obviously come off the streets anywhere, but the idea is this is the neighborhood. You go to gay bars, and gay people can feel safer over here. Like, that's, you know, and you know, there are straight people who will come out and put on a whole rub it in your face show. But I've seen like, people will do it back and forth, so we'll just leave it at that. It never ends. It's like tit for tat and so forth and so on. So, and they would use tit for tat, you know, in the lesbian community just to be dumb, you know, so it seems like. They have a little courtyard in the middle, so you can't see it, but in the building there's like a little green space, if you will. I don't know how many people use it, but it looked pretty nice, I thought. But it is a building of some social services, so people get their, I don't know if they supply methadone there. That's an old thing that people get methadone to come off of meth. But they have other services, like Fight Philadelphia is a platform for AIDS, and they will sort of, help people who've been diagnosed with AIDS. There's an AIDS library. They have special services, testing, and stuff like that. The Cauldron. So about 15 minutes here. It's nice and quiet. They think they have to come in behind to fix it, right? Even though Academy House condominiums up there. Wow, that's a tarantula of a building. I took care of someone's cat in there once many years ago. I haven't been in since, other than to the front foyer. And I mean, actually, it was kind of nice. It felt good. I think they had real hardwood flooring and stuff like that. But I wouldn't want to get trapped in there. It looks like it's bound for Co-opville, So, we make a left. So it looks kind of like a version of George Washington, the Anonymous Lover. So we'll get into it. And can people do things up in the sky and send